Are you concerned about trying to cook in your indoor kitchen during short-term emergencies, power outages, and especially during long-term grid down SHTF type events? With just a little bit of planning, a little bit of prepping, and a few cheap prepping items, you can heat and cook food safely indoors during those grid down scenarios. Welcome to the Chef Prepper channel. My name is Les, and in this video I'm going to take this $20 bill and go into this Dollar Tree, and we're going to try to use this $20 bill and make a safe to use indoor grid down kitchen. Now this will be a starter kitchen. This won't be the kitchen that you will use long term during a 3-year grid down EMP type of event, but it's a starting place and you can add to it as time goes on with things like these. And here's the list. You can see it. I want you guys to look at it and tell me in the comments what's missing from the list that you would add to your kitchen. I have 16 items on the list, but I just remembered that the items are $1.25. They're no longer $1. We're going to skip the $3 and $5 items. Try to get 15 items that we can therefore pay for with our Andrew Jackson $20 bill and have a little change left over. All right, into the store we go. Here is one of the primary fuels we're looking for, quick flame. There's lots that we can do with that, so we're going to get one of these. And there are tea candles, and you can see those in use in an indoor kitchen in this video, but we're searching for a different fuel for our secondary fuel. Here is some 70% isopropyl alcohol, which will be our secondary fuel, so we're going to get one of those. So here we are in the pharmaceuticals that we need a few things for our kitchen because we might experience cuts, burns, so we need to take care of those if we can and get some band-aids. Alright, so where are the antibacterial creams and band-aids? Band-aids, just a regular pack. Here, believe it or not, it's going to be not only a food, but we're going to make a stove out of this as well. And in this video here, you can see one of these being used already as a stove. In the kitchen area, we can find lots of goodies here. And for a grill or a grate, cooling rack will work very well. Also, matches. And in the event we need to keep something warm for a while after we've cooked it, there's no thermos bottles for $1.25 here, but these warming bags keep food warm for a bit of time. You might want to get some kind of container just to have everything sitting in so that when you make a mess, it won't get all over everything, so we're going to get one of those. For any and all kitchens, we're going to need some way to fry stuff. And for long-term storage, we're going to get a jar of coconut oil. Since we might be using a lot of canned foods, a while ago we forgot the can opener, an extra one, so we're going to get one now. And we're going to need a pot holder because you're going to be dealing with a lot of hot items. A great one right there. So after shopping and coming back home, here are the items that I got. I'm going to show you each one, tell you why I got it, and I'd like to hear from you guys as to I should have or I shouldn't have. So I want this video to be like an interactive video where we communicate in the comments, because every one of us needs to be able to cook food when the grid goes down. I got ideas, a lot of you guys have ideas, so let's share them. I only came up with 13 items because they didn't have two that I was looking for, the burn cream and the antibacterial cream. Most dollar stores have those, but this one didn't. So even though this is an indoor kitchen, I'm outside. I guess you guys can tell. The reason I'm outside is because Mrs. Chef Prepper is using her kitchen to prepare food for Feast of Trumpets, or Yom Teruah. We're observing it tomorrow, and I wanted to get this video done for you guys to be able to watch this weekend. So if you'd like more information about Yom Teruah or the Feast of Trumpets, I'll be glad to talk to you about it. But send me an email if you want to do that. I don't want to have a discussion or a debate about biblical things in the comments, so you can email me. The email address is on our YouTube page. Let me show you what I got, tell you why I got it. And since Mrs. Chef Prepper is using the kitchen today, we will have a part 2, like I said earlier in the video, where we will set all this up indoors. We will run this through its course. We will heat, cook, fry, and maybe bake with it. So don't miss that video. Also, this is the second of 3 videos since I did the announcement about the giveaway. So the next video will be the video that you need to comment on in order to qualify for those 2 stoves. Both stoves go to one winner. If you don't know what I'm talking about yet, then check this video out where I go into some of the details. And check our community page. 13 items, $16.25 plus taxes, somewhere in the neighborhood of $17. So the items, this is just a container, but is one of the items to put all the materials in for easy storage. This is one of those hot cold bags. In the event that when the power does really go out, you cook something, you don't eat it all, you want to keep it warm for a while, this will help do that. So the tray is so that when you are cooking or whatever you're trying to do, you make a mess, hopefully everything will be contained in here. This one also just so happens to, if you put your cans, which I'm assuming if you're in the world of preparedness, you got a few cans of food to make legs, so to speak, for your grill. This tray just so happens that if you put your cans for your legs into the corners, it all works out really great for your skillets. Our primary fuel was quick flame. Our secondary fuel was the isopropyl alcohol, which you would use in our secondary stove. This setup here being the primary stove, you get to eat the sardines and then make the stove out of it. And I did just that in this video. And of course, if you're going to fry, you're going to need some kind of cooking oil. Coconut oil is a pretty long-lasting type of cooking oil as far as cooking oils go. And in order to start your flame or your fire, matches, or preferably one of these long cigarette lighters or lighters. Isopropyl alcohol flames up pretty big and quickly once you put the flame to it. Some of you may depend upon electric can openers, so in a grid down situation, you're probably going to use lots of canned foods, so you need to have a spare can opener. Since we're going to be dealing with a lot of hot kettles, skillets, and so forth, you need to have a good pot holder or a good pair of gloves. And for when you have the accidents, don't forget the band-aids. And in your kitchen first aid kit, you need the band-aids, you need extra burn cream, and probably antibacterial cream. Don't forget, we're going to put all this to the test in an upcoming video. Heat, cook, fry, maybe bake with just this. See you next time.